Okay. Now let's try this.
Ask myself, will Apple ever go down as a business?
I mean, maybe someday.
Will somebody overtake Apple and come up with something even more creative than Apple? I see Google's now making phones.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
Interesting.
Quarter.
Clear!
Okay, there we go. Can you hear me?
Yes, you hear me?
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, we're good. Okay.
I'm trying to get this aviation radar here.
Overcast, temperature 9er, dew point 8, altimeter 3024. RNAV, GPS runway 4 approaching use, land in runway 4, departing runway 4. Traffic advisories, use caution, final approach course transits more sounds class Delta. Notice to airmen, pilot control lights out of service, taxiway Papa Edge lights out of service. Hazardous weather for this area available on high water supply service frequencies. All runways, taxiways, and aprons 100% wet. Advise on this contact you have ATIS information, Victor. Caldwell Tower, ATIS information, Victor, 1753 Zulu. Wind calm, visibility 10, view clouds at 6,500. Ceiling 8,000 broken, 9,000 overcast, temperature 9er, dew point 8, altimeter 3024. RNAV, GPS runway 4 approaching use, land in runway 4, departing runway 4. Traffic advisories, use caution, final approach course transits more sounds class Delta. Notice to airmen, pilot control lights out of service, taxiway Papa Edge lights out of service. Hazardous weather for this area available on high water supply service frequencies. All runways, taxiways, and aprons 100% wet. Advise on this contact you have ATIS information, Victor. Caldwell Tower, ATIS information, Victor, 1753 Zulu. Wind calm, visibility 10, view clouds at 6,500. Ceiling 8,000 broken, 9,000 overcast, temperature 9er, dew point 8.
Alright, information Victor. That not working? That was broken.
This one's broken? We can use this one here. But if you want that,
control just makes the single, the first digit go up, doesn't actually.
Going to back to the ramp.
It's not working.
Oh, is it?
That's just the time.
Yeah, that's time. Alright.
Alright, so you can always go to mode.
Yeah.
And it will take you to. This is radio. This is to get to that VOR. This is the radio you're on. The plane is on in relation to Sparta. And here's your ET.
Okay.
Once you get to ET, you just hold this.
Reset.
To reset, and then whenever you want, you can start. So once you're done, if you want to reset, you just hold it.
Press and hold, and then I'll reset it to 0.
I'll reset it, then you press it to start the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
See how that goes.
Yeah.
Good. Alright. Let that. I know where I'm at. Alright. Cobble ground, Skyhawk 938 Sierra Alpha at Airfleet, ready to taxi VFR westbound with Victor.
Skyhawk 938 Sierra Alpha, Cobble ground, runway 28 taxi via Alpha November.
28 via Alpha November, 938 Sierra Alpha. Right,
Okay.
Go check brakes. Whoop, right. Brakes
Okay.
good.
Fine, I'm gonna check mine.
Right.
I have full brake pressure, your plane.
Okay, my plane.
Oh man, this was a brutal winter.
Well, we've still got all of February to get through, so hopefully.
Oh, you said spring starts in March, huh?
Yeah, end of March, but usually
Oh,
February.
The temperatures are going up to the 50s though.
Yeah, but this is unseasonably warm right now. So,
Really?
Yeah, normally it's. I mean, it was the 50s before, so we'll see. Hopefully we're good. 8.
This is actually not bad. I can deal with this winter.
Yeah, this is fine. Just whatever. High overcast, gray. It's not too cold.
Yeah. This is like African winter here, like this. Literally, this is how winter in Africa is. And we bitch about this.
Yeah.
But here, I'd die for this. Just doing this end, if you want.
Yeah. Thanks. So the flight plan was basically west to Bruton, to 2500, and then to Hop and Kong, and then climb from there, and then take the radials on Stillwater.
Okay.
Which should take us right to the airport, as long as I can find it.
As long as you can find it and get in the right pattern, I'm good.
Right. So I was looking. We're coming in. We'd be coming in almost straight in for 3-1, but normally you don't want to do straight in approaches, right? You normally
No, you have just to do the entries, yeah.
Yeah. So you're coming in straight in. It's better to like overfly and then just circle down, or you want to come in at a 45?
Well, if you're coming in this way, you could just break it off this side and just come do that. And
and then sort of just do a
yeah, instead
right.
of overflying it, that's too much work. Just break it off,
Oh,
a
so
little sideways,
right,
and then just
circle.
curve it in like that. Do
Circle
the
on
entry.
the 45. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. What's your rich? Let me double check. I got everything. Check that again. Yep. All right, check right. Both. Left. Both. Good. Leaders.
Oh yeah.
Check. Yeah, I'm good. Idle. Good, back to 1,000. Alright.
What runway they're landing on here? 22?
They said 4 on ATIS, but they gave us 28 on the departure. Since we were heading west, I guess, and winds are calm.
Okay.
Caldwell Tower, Skyhawk 938 Sierra Alpha 28.
Holding short of runway 28, say call sign.
Skyhawk 938 Sierra Alpha.
Just 938 Sierra Alpha, call Will Tower, say direction of flight.
VFR West 938 Sierra Alpha.
Just 8 Sierra Alpha, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 28, 8 Sierra Alpha. Alright, no one's on final, no one's on the runway. Is that on? Alright. On altitude?
Huh?
Is that on altitude?
Yeah, it's on altitude.
Right,
It's set. This one's set automatically.
Yeah, I think
As the
off, right.
thing came off.
Alright, green. Speed. Rotate.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, so far so good. Did they want us below 1,500 for Morristown?
Now, if they're landing 4, then Morrison's landing 5, so we're okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear him say an altitude restriction on ATIS, so
No, so we're good.
I think so, alright.
And your heading there was what?
291.
Okay.
Basically should be right of the Boonton Reservoir Islands.
Okay, so that's Boonton, so you...
Yeah.
Cover right
some, yeah. I think there was less wind than I was expecting.
Yeah, actually the winds are, I think 4,000 feet, they're like 20 knots, so they're not
Yeah. Alright. I didn't start the timer. Let me get over here. Alright, yeah, not a bad day to fly so far.
Actually, yeah. Actually really smooth.
Yeah. The visibility, I was worried about the visibility, but it looked like it cleared up pretty good after the front. Just these few puffy clouds in there.
Yeah, just a few clouds there and there, but...
Those should be easy enough to avoid.
Yeah, shouldn't be a problem. And the north is pretty clear as day. Look at that.
Yeah.
Cessna 8 Sierra Alpha traffic is heading to your left, descending at a 3,000 for Tita. Burl type is a citation 750.
We have traffic in sight, not Sierra Alpha.
Cessna 8 Sierra Alpha, free change approved.
Frequency approved, see you later.
Yeah, I saw him from like over there.
Yeah. I got my lights on, so not the taxi, I guess, but... Alright.
How is this lake still frozen up?
Because it's been pretty cold, I guess, I don't know. Alright. Good. So press once to start it?
Yep.
So... Yeah, I had like 11 or 12 knot winds up here, but we'll see how. Not too bad.
Headwind or tailwind?
It was headwind. Headwindish. Yeah, pretty much headwind.
Yeah.
347, 303, something like that.
I mean, this is what, 90, 105?
Yeah.
You're doing 98, so
Yeah.
about 6, 7?
Yeah, so not too bad.
Yeah.
Alright. Keeps wanting to roll right.
Yeah. Yes, the ATR alpha sucks because you always just have to hold it. Your biceps will be ripped. That's how I got my biceps. Just holding it left.
Yeah, you think so? Not sure if that's quite enough weight.
Weight in there. It's hilarious.
Alright. A highway intersection with some towers somewhere. Right, I see where we are. Alright.
The long cross countries, they're so boring. Man.
That's fine. I get to feel like a real pilot. I know it's boring for you, but at least I get to pretend for a minute. I guess the solo cross country, I'll really feel like it.
Oh yeah.
Look at me piloting.
Literally after your license, you'll probably just GPS it also.
Sure.
Pretty much what real pilots do. Just load it up in a system and sit there.
Well, they wait for dispatch to give them everything,
Exactly.
right?
And accidentally have stuck mics and get caught.
I was on a flight back from San Francisco once, and I think it was an American pilot gave his whole passenger briefing spiel broadcasted over
I heard it on. Was that the flight you were in?
No. This was a couple years ago, but I think it happens often enough that it's easy enough to.
Oh, you should go to if you go to YouTube and just listen to JFK funny ATC memes. I think you'll hear the American guy. Everyone was like, "Bravo, bravo!" Like they mock you.
Yeah. This was just after we departed SFO, and United flights used to have the Channel 9. You could listen to the ATC. You can hear the cockpit radio on Channel 9, which is kind of cool.
Well, I don't think they have that anymore, do they?
Some of the old planes that used to be United planes still have it, but a lot of them don't. So they took it away. All right, I think this is that intersection I was looking for. Yeah. All right, yeah, because it was before Hope Kong.
Okay.
Because I know Hope Kong was definitely out of it, and this intersection was past Bravo, and
okay,
that's definitely out of Bravo. All right. That should have been.
Huh?
I'm trying to look at. Should have been 5 minutes.
Plus 30 seconds.
Alright. Still 309. Identify that in a second, but all right. Now we can climb. Up to 4,500.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Caldwell Towers. Cessna 14903 Echo holding short of runway.
Alright, maybe next time I fly Sarah Alpha, I'll just bring like a 2-pound weight to hang on the
just keep it there.
Just like to balance.
For there's you know, like the, I don't know if the people that go to the gym, they have like these extra weights that you, like a socket, you put it on.
Yeah.
They just carry it, throw it in there.
Just drop it off there. So
It'll balance you out.
that's, FAA probably wouldn't be happy with weights hanging off the yoke.
I doubt it.
Alright.
I believe how it cleared out like this in midday too.
Yeah, it was, when I was watching, like, I called the briefer and they were like, freezing level is 5,000. I was like, I think I'll be okay at 1.
Yeah.
I think you'll be good. Yeah, it should be clearing up.
I mean, it's what, 2 degrees here?
Yeah.
He's about right. Because if you get another 1,000, you'll be at 0. Yep,
Yeah.
that's right.
Alright. Well, that was 8 seconds short of the time I thought it would be, so that's not too bad.
That's good, actually.
Usually the climbs I don't...
You're never going to get an accurate number.
Yeah, because you're probably not going to climb at the right speed, and it depends on the altitude, the performance.
Because the winds that you get are forecasted, they're not
Yeah.
actual, so you can't... It's an estimation, so...
Yeah.
Literally, 20 miles from here, the winds will be completely different. Oh, not too much different, but...
Yeah.
Oh, I hate cross countries. This one's not even. It's bad, but the instrument one is the
250 miles, right?
And the commercial one is even worse. That's 5 hours.
Oh, yeah.
I just tell my students, listen, man, just wake me up 10 miles from the airport. Like, don't even bother. Just wake me up later.
Yeah.
And it's a straight line. You got to do 2.5 miles, 2.5 hours straight line.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot. And I don't understand what it teaches, to be honest with you. I just feel like it's just wasting people's time.
I was like, are you able to fly that? Well, I don't know. It seems it's more of a test of bladder control than
I think. Probably. I think that's what it is. That's pretty nice. I like that.
Oh yeah.
I like the ground fog with.
All right, let me double check.
Which one is in that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, just pull it out. That.
Oh.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, I forgot to pull it out. Yep.
I think spring is my best time of flying because everything just starts turning out of green. And fall when things start turning red. Those are my two favorite times. Green and red. Alright. I don't think I've done a long flight in Sierra Alpha before. I didn't realize this. I've flown in here before, but it's usually just been because you
like
do maneuver most of the time.
pattern work. You don't really notice it as much, but yeah. So.
And you also do maneuvers most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the long cross countries. I just put autopilot on.
Yeah.
So I don't have to deal with that. Which I also need to teach you autopilot, huh?
Yeah. So. This looks like the one in my flight sim is a similar.
Yep.
I think I know how it works.
Okay.
But we should probably actually use it in flight at some point.
We'll use it on the second leg.
Okay.
Or the third leg. So what radio are you gonna follow from Stewart?
Should be 301.
Okay.
Which we're almost over Stillwater.
Yeah.
So.
Like another 2 minutes.
Yeah. It should have been 6 minutes and 6 seconds. We'll see.
What was your calculated ground speed?
99? 86, so the wind's a little bit faster up here, I guess.
Yeah.
right down there somewhere.
Huh?
I was looking for the VOR itself. Must be down over the right.
Yeah, I'm
your
trying to
side,
see
yeah.
where it is. It's probably gonna pass. It's gonna pass on your side actually, because we have to turn towards it. So it's gonna be below you.
All right. Well.
Should be slightly behind you now.
Yeah, I don't see it. Oh well. Some farms.
I didn't even know New Jersey have farms.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Garden State. They don't. I mean, it seems, you know, it's like a joke that New Jersey's all industrial wasteland, but like most of the state looks like this.
Huh.
It's just that little section around
New York.
Basically, on the other side of the Palisades, all the way to Newark Airport, is like there's the swamplands and like the industrial stuff, but the rest of the state
is like this.
Just like this, yeah.
When is the new governor supposed to get into the office?
He is already. They just earlier this month.
Damn. Not even farewell to Christie?
No. Matter of fact, the day after he left office, he took a flight out of Newark, and he went to the private entrance, and they said, no, you got to go to the normal TSA. Like, because you know he hasn't made friends with the Port Authority, so they're definitely like, yeah, no.
He cut everybody's money. Like he cut the teachers thing. I heard there was a problem with the teachers. Carl's wife is a teacher, so he cut. I think he took some of their funds from their retirement or something like 401k or whatever. Wow. He has a 15% approval rating. That is the lowest I think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, it was not good. All right.
They're like, nah.
Yeah, they're like, no, you gotta go stand on the normal line.
You think he's still gonna live in New Jersey?
I have no idea.
He might as well move to like a Republican state.
Yeah.
I've never actually really understood Republicans and Democrats. Since I've been here, all I was told was black people vote Democrat, so just stick with that. I kid you not, I do not know what's the difference between the two, but this group does. To me, they look all the same. They have the same donors, they have this, you know what I mean? Like, I've never really tried to differentiate. Like, I can't tell the difference between the two.
Yeah.
So, can you explain it for me, please?
I mean, in sort of theoretical terms, but in practice, it depends. The Republicans tend to be more about tax cuts and smaller governments, but a lot of times to the detriment of any sort of social programs. Democrats tend to be more on the, with higher taxes, but also better social programs and better safety.
Okay.
So it depends if you're rich and well off, you probably want to be a Republican because why do you want to take my money? But if you're not so well off, or you have a soul, then maybe you should.
Yeah.
And obviously, Democrats have a bunch of problems on their own. They're certainly not perfect by any means.
Yeah. This country. Oh, nice country.
Yeah.
But I think Canada has become the #1 top country to live in. So.
Yeah, Canada's pretty good.
But they're super liberal over there anyways.
Yeah.
Are you religious or no?
No.
Good.
No.
I find religion to be like a good source of income for people.
Right.
It has made people wealthy. Especially in the South, man. Like, even like the black churches, these guys, they take money from people. They're driving expensive Bentleys, private jets.
Yeah, there's a lot of religion that's, I mean, especially the big organized stuff. Because, yeah, I mean, personally, I'm atheist, so I mean,
me too.
Fine, but I can understand. I can definitely understand like the community social aspect of like going to church and you have a bunch of friends. That stuff is interesting. But like the actual like religion itself, a lot of times seems.
I think it's man-made.
And a lot of people will like, that's I'll only pick out the bits of whatever religious group they follow, and I'm like, I
think it's man-made to me, but what I think is
yeah, absolutely.
I think there is a higher power, but all the stuff in the Bible is man-made.
Yeah.
That's what I think. But maybe not a good time to talk about religion right now while we're flying. Just probably do that.
Yeah, all right, we're okay, all right? Everything's all right.
Start singing thunderstorms.
Like, wait a minute. There was no signal in the area. What's happening? Yeah.
This is the Delaware River.
Yep, that was the. There's an island right here. That was the other checkpoint.
Okay.
And then the next one should be the airport.
Alright, you need to re-intercept
Yeah.
here.
.440.
This is the River George Washington crust. From the history, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it was further south somewhere. I forget where. I think. Well, I don't remember. I don't know my history that well anymore. I probably knew that a long time ago, but
I didn't. I cheated.
Yeah.
It was too much information. There were just too many names. I was just...
yeah.
Like in Africa, we have like the dude that fought for independence, and that's literally it. Everybody else, nobody gives a shit about. But here, there's like the guy that created. Like, well, to be fair, the United States invented almost 90% of the stuff we have in the world now. If you actually think about it.
Oh, there was a lot from Western Europe, but yeah.
But it was more advanced here. Like it was better, improved here, technology-wise. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why you guys have like a lot of people in the history. Like electricity was like
right.
the light bulb, the railway system. It's all here.
Right.
So I can understand why there's a lot of history to it. But I think with the government cutting funds into like science research, global warming research,
just general education,
and all that, I think you're gonna fall behind.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's there's been a long decline in there's been a long like anti-intellectualism in the U.S.
I do not know.
I mean, it's not that like intellectuals will solve everything, but you know you need a wide mix of people. But if you put the intellectuals down, they'll go somewhere else and invent all the cool stuff.
I think you're awarded to be when you're stupid here. When you do stupid shit, you get awarded. I do not understand it. It just doesn't make sense to me. Alright.
Yeah.
Because back then, the famous people were like people that were like inventing shit.
Right. Yeah, I practiced this route on the flight sim last night, and I was flying along, and it showed me that I saw that ski area, and I was like, ski area? Where the hell? I did look on. It's not on the sectional. I think it might be too close to the river or something. But
actually,
it was a super.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, yeah.
I know the one by Sussex, but not this.
Yeah. Because I was flying along, and I was like, what the hell is that ski area? And I was like, maybe I should use that, and it wasn't. I didn't see it on the sectional.
Yeah, but why is it so far out? It's far out from everything.
I don't know. It's should be right under there somewhere. There was no dot that I saw.
It's in between these two airports.
Yeah, it should be on the line just on the west side of the river, right where the 3-0, right in this little.
It's not there.
Yeah, it's not there. That's why I thought. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't see it on the sectional. I would have said something, but.
Huh. It's interesting.
And there's the two reservoirs on the other side. These are on the sectional, but they're a lot more visible in the air. So it was good. I like it.
Is it Flight Simulator X?
No, I'm using X-Plane.
X-Plane. Is that better than X or what?
I think it's better. Also, you can there's a free program you can use that downloads basically photorealistic scenery. So they have like the terrain, and they have auto-generated they have the street maps information. So they have like. This area has houses and these are the roads and highways, but the terrain, or the scenery underneath is just sort of generic. It's not what's actually there. But you can download. Basically, you download these giant images from Google Earth from satellites or Bing or whatever. But you have and you drop those on top of the scenery, and then you're flying along. And it looks like you're flying along. Like you can. That's how come I saw that. I was like, so it works pretty well.
Because I stopped. When I used to play it was Flight Simulator 2004 that I had, but I played online as a control tower.
Okay.
So I was like Montreal control tower, and I was their ground and tower control there.
Okay.
And then I used to fly online for a little bit, but most of the time I just used to do as control tower. That's how my communication skills were actually not a problem when I started learning how to fly. I see the airport from here, actually.
That's it, right? Just off the nose there, yeah.
Wow, that's good visibility.
Yeah. I was also trying to see how easy to see the airport when you're coming in. Right. It turns out it was really nice to like have the flight sim with the scenery, and you're like, all right, I see what's happening. And
Yeah,
fly
yeah.
along, and
It's pretty smart. But I have another student of mine. I don't know. He's Benjamin Pocono. He bought the 3 screens with the yoke, everything. Like he said, he spent like $3,000 to set it up. I was like, that's pretty good. You could do that for instrument approaches and stuff. Like every time we fly a flight, he goes home and practices the same approaches. But he's almost done with his instrument check, right? And we haven't even hit the minimums yet. And we are ready for stage 4.
right. There you go. Right, yeah, I've got to go do all the.
Yeah.
Right, now we have to actually just build up the hours, right?
Pretty much, literally, and then send him to stage 4. So
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing to me.
All right. What was 20275? We can check and see if it's turned in. How do you tune 275? It's not on that?
Oh, you have to
you
pull
have to
this
pull out.
out.
All right,
and
that's
then
right.
You go to 7,
Right.
like that. And then
All right.
Temperature 0.5 Celsius. Dew point -0.1 Celsious. Altimeter 3.
I'm assuming this is 3-1.
Yeah.
Remarks. Density altitude 900. Thunderstorm. Information not available. Pocono Mountains Municipal Airport. Automated weather operation 1908 Zulu. Wind 310 at 0.
oh wow, straight.
Visibility 10. Sky condition scattered. 1.
Is it left pattern or right pattern on this one?
They're all left. There was nothing on the.
Celsius. Dew point -0.
So we have to go to the side, to the left side of it.
Altimeter 3019. Density altitude.
And 2.7.
Pocono Mountains Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation 190.
Double check, I got that right. Yeah.
Okay, so you already did the night. Oh, that's done.
Yeah,
That's
we
out
did.
of the way.
We did 3 hours. So we did the cross country to Waterbury, and then we went to Poughkeepsie and did, I don't know, 9. We did 1 landing there, 8 landings in Poughkeepsie, and then 1 landing back at Caldwell. So we had the 10 landings.
Everything.
And all of the night stuff should be all done.
So you only need the 2 solos now, and then we start reviewing for the check ride pretty much. And your written is done?
No, I haven't done the written yet. I need to do that. I just haven't got around to coming in to. You guys do it at the school, right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's get the stage check out of the way first, and then
Yeah,
the solos, and then.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then you could worry. Oh, there's another ski. Holy shit! There's a lot of ski areas, huh?
Yeah. Well, there's one look off in the.
Wow. People do like skiing.
Yeah, it's kind of south here, but they have enough you can get to, which is not too bad. All right, let me probably get down towards pattern altitude, which is about 3,000. Field elevation. Hold on, I didn't get the altimeter.
Dew point -02 Celsius. Altimeter 3019. Remarks. Density altitude 900.
All right. So we're about 3 miles, 2 miles from here?
Yeah, 4 miles.
4 miles, okay. Pocono traffic, White Skyhawk, Nanotrate, Sierra Alpha, about 4 miles west of the field. We'll be entering 45 left downwind for runway 31, Pocono. Still not a good judge of like distances.
So,
yeah, I think that's just practice, but I need to like.
It comes with time, to be honest with you. It comes with time because when you start flying into like gridlocks,
yeah,
especially like onion fields, almost every grid is like half a mile, so you'll be able to tell from the distance of what we do. Actually, when we start doing S10s and 10s at running point,
yeah,
because we actually have to pick a mile and then we have to pick a point in between that's half a mile. That kind of give you an idea.
Okay.
But like from the mall to touchdown on runway 22, I believe that's 2 miles.
Okay.
So it's kind of just
all right.
Just references like that.
All right. Quiet day, nobody in the pattern.
Nobody's flying. Because everybody probably anticipated it was going to be a shitty day. So.
Yeah, well. Why you gotta look at the weather?
That's true.
I guess you look ahead, you're like, I'm not going to fly on Sunday, and you don't check.
Yeah, let me do something else. But this is not Super Bowl week, is it? Oh, no. Is it next week?
Next weekend, yeah. That'll be very quiet.
That's going to be... I got to make sure I get my deep fryer for my wings. I need to buy a fryer. You think if I cook wings with olive oil, they'll taste as good?
No, I wouldn't. Olive oil burns. It has a lower smoke point, so it's not good to fry with.
Yes, it's back to Costco.
Yeah.
I'm making a shit ton of wings. I just need to buy a fryer. But I'm also scared that when I get older, like another 10 years from now, I'm gonna start having like heart problems, blood clots.
Yeah, that'll make the medical tricky.
Yeah. And it's not a good time to be eating unhealthy right now.
Yeah.
I can't believe they took out the mandate for health. Who the fuck does that? Fuck me, man.
Took out the what?
They took out, in the tax cut, they took out the mandate for everybody required to take the insurance, which means that everybody's insurance is gonna go up.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yep.
I think Republicans hate poor people.
No, they do. They think the poor people, it's their own fault, and it's very rarely is it. Most of the time, it's systemic, right? It's not that person. Like, you know, they may be trying, but all you can get is a shitty part-time job. That's, you know,
that's true.
You know? And you can't, you know, maybe there's a few stories of people who've been able to pull themselves out, but for the most part, you're not gonna.
Dude, I respect any guy that has a job, has no money, than the guy that is wealthy. I mean, I still respect wealthy people, but like that guy comes from nothing and makes everything out of something.
Yeah.
Sad what they do, man. It's really sad.
So I have a question on the runway operations here. There's only like there's no taxiways really.
Nope.
So 3-1, so just
touch down and taxi back. But if we touch down and there's somebody else behind you, what you have to do is exit. There should be like an exit point where you could leave.
Yeah, there's one on the end of on the far end of the runway as well.
Yes. Oh, you could also exit
on the other runway.
Other runway.
Okay.
And then you wait for him, and then you make a U-turn and taxi back to that same runway.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What's the field elevation here?
1900.
Wow. Really?
Yep. I was doing like a 3,000 foot pattern, 2,900 foot pattern.
Wow. Why is it so high here?
We are in the mountains.
That's true.
It's not huge mountains, but it's still the Pocono Mountains.
Alright. Oh yeah, because Wilkes-Barre is 1,400, but Wilkes-Barre is in between the mountain.
Yeah. A few bumps. Well, Pocono traffic, Skyhawk 938 South Alpha, entering 45 left downwind, Pocono. I didn't say the wrong way, but no one's around. Alright. Hey, let me put mixture in. I can keep the mixture out and we can see how we do on a power off 180, but I probably don't want to try that.
That's a commercial maneuver, my friend. Commercial.
Right. a little low. Alright, flaps. Pocono traffic, White Skyhawk, entering left base, runway 31, Pocono. Pocono traffic, White Skyhawk, final runway 31, Poconos.
Who the hell creates a airport with two beautiful runways, no taxis?
I bet there might have used to be taxis, and maybe they had to...
Cherokee Transit in Sussex, southwest, northeast, 2,000 feet, 5 miles.
Alright. Tree's got a little bit of a... Whoa.
There we go.
Alright, there we go.
Oh yeah, you see, you got your mojo back. Got your mojo back.
Alright. So how should I do the
just slow it down and just
okay.
U-turn back.
Okay.
And we'll go.
Pocono traffic, White Skyhawk, we're taxiing back on runway 31, Poconos. Alright.
So when you come on your solo and you land into somebody else, you make a U-turn here, and then what you do is you exit, hold on runway 31, let the guy touch down, then continue your taxi back.
Okay.
Wow, their runways are actually much better than ours.
Yeah, this is a pretty nice runway. Alright. Nobody anywhere?
Nope. It's clear as day.
Making sure there's no radio cubs flying in or anything. Although they'd be able to land on like 30 feet, so that's probably not a problem.
That's true. This is where I want to come up with my next project, but it's going to cost a lot of money. I got to make it to the airlines first. Is actually build my own 747 from scratch.
747?
Yeah, but you see, have you ever seen the videos of like those big ones on YouTube?
Like the model ones?
Yeah, I want to build the same thing. Even the engine, I want to know how, I got to read up on that stuff. But I need a lot of time on my hand to do that.
Yeah, yes you do. And a lot of money. That would be pretty expensive.
I'm thinking probably like 15K. Plus some
to make like just a model one? Or like a full size?
Like, maybe the size of this plane.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty big model. But I mean, they have those little jet engines. They're noisy as hell, though, man. Those little tiny ones.
Yeah.
Right, so let me pull in here and get my stuff all settled.
Okay.
Flight runway heading. Across 380. Okay.
Alright, so the next one we'll do GPS.
Alright. Let me do. I've got you just in case, why not? I'm not gonna miss actually not using paper anymore.
Yeah, once you finish, once you get a license, just get the iPad for flight.
Yeah.
It has all that information in there. Airports, everything.
Yeah, I have I might get an iPad eventually, but like there's
an iPad mini for like $400.
Yeah, there's a
yeah, something like
that. It works pretty well.
Yeah. Even that works as long as you
there's no plate. There sort of, but No.
Yeah, even that works.
And that's
You
got,
don't need
the,
an
got the
iPad.
flight plan. So, I mean, the 4Flight's a lot nicer, but this one does like most of the stuff pretty well. So it's good.
Which one is that, Garmin?
This is called Aver.
Ah,
it's a free one.
Yes,
it's a free one, which is pretty nice. I'm pretty impressed. I mean, I'll see. Just getting an iPad and paying for 4Flight is, that's.
Yeah, I mean, it's a one-time thing.
That's like 2 flights worth of training or something, right?
For real. Not now, after the license.
Yeah. All right.
So there we go.
And we're going to MSV. All right. There we go.
Okay. And then it just tells you that 050 heading is what.
Yeah, let me. Didn't adjust that in flight. There we go.
All right.
All right.
That's it.
Goods. Hey. All right. Pocono traffic, White Skyhawk taking runway 31, Pocono traffic. There, that's up. Good.
Yeah, and ATR Alpha has a tendency to like the flaps will drop by themselves for some reason. Don't know why.
Oh, that'd be fun. All right. Airspeed alive, engine screen. Rotate. There we go.
Ocean County Airport, Cessna 172 on the VOR, runway 6, Ocean County.
Ocean County.
Alright, I don't know what Route 380 is, but it's probably this up there, so I'll wait for that to turn.
Central Jersey traffic, Lance is 5 to the east. We'll be making a straight in for runway 25 full stop, Central Jersey.
And Central Jersey has the weatherman.
Pocono traffic, White Skyhawk, we're departing northeast on upwind, Pocono traffic. Didn't actually say who that was, did I?
No. Alright, so the next flight when you book it, because you got to book it on car schedule, just make sure you, on the comments put cross-country state check so he knows, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Just try to find a good day where it's not that windy.
Yeah. And so what does he does the go to Albany and...
Yeah, he'll tell you make a flight plan to Albany, and then once you fly, he'll hit 2 waypoints, and then he'll divert you to an airport. Once you find the airport, you do the entry to the airport, you pick which runway you're gonna go.
Okay.
If you don't know the airport, you got your phone, so you could actually just look up which runways they have as you're flying there.
Sure.
Then you listen to the weather and tell them, okay, I'm gonna use runway 21, and then you can set it up that way, like you came here 45 in.
Right.
Yep. Because you got your phone's app, you can use the app to look up what runways are at that airport.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is telling you you're 20 degrees off.
Right, I guess I was just matching up with the line, or I guess we could just do...
Yeah.
And reset it?
Exactly.
Okay.
There we go.
Area traffic, that's door 4, turning back to your field, landing midfield.
Yeah, alright, that's too much.
And then after you find the place, you'll be like, okay, take me back to Caldwell.
Right.
You could just do direct to KCDW, fly back. And then once you see one of your reference points, either Lincoln Park or Bruton, fly to that, call from there. And then do the entry right. That's it. And then that's it. Once you pass, you do your solos. And then we'll practice soft fields and short fields, and then we'll finish the check ride.
Okay.
Get ready for check ride.
Alright. I'll see how these landings go. I was thinking maybe one round of pattern work before the stage check, but we'll see how the next two go.
Okay. Well, if you hit 3 for 3, I think you'll be good.
Okay.
You'll be good.
Alright, we were going to 5,500.
Ocean County traffic, give us that's a 172, just passed out inbound VOR 6. Ocean County traffic.
A lot of people are going to Ocean County today.
Yeah.
Penn Valley traffic, Messenger 2381. Quebec is 5 miles south, landing straight in 35 Penn Valley. Full stop.
So if I get this right, if I want to work out, so I fly 8 Sierra Alpha from my left bicep, and if I want to work on my right leg, I do multi-engine training, right?
Exactly.
Right, so
you do one engine shutdown, you get your calves up there.
Okay.
Your biceps. This
biceps for this one, okay.
Does
one of them go the other way, or after?
The arrow gives you full back pressure biceps, so you work your biceps and triceps. Because that one, once you cut the power, it's hard. It's like so you could get your back, triceps, and biceps all in one workout.
Nice. Seems like a pretty expensive way to work out, but
listen, but the results are good.
Yeah. Alright.
No trainer required. It's like the workout just comes naturally.
Right. Get some speed.
Yeah, just trim it down in it.
Yeah.
Need more trim.
Yeah, I needed to see how we do once we actually take the throttle out. Alright.
Penn Valley traffic, Messenger 2381 Quebec is over the river. Final 35 Penn Valley, full stop.
So you usually lean it till it roughs and then go in a little bit?
Then you go 3 times back forward.
Okay.
So you're looking at like the RPMs. So what you do is, let's say, put it back out in.
All the way?
Yeah, all the way. Alright, so your highest peak right now is 22 and a half, right? So you're gonna start leaning it out, right, till it starts getting a high increase. So now it goes almost to 22. That'll be your high. It's still at the same place actually.
Right.
22 and a half is still your highest.
Traffic,
So now it dropped. So now you bring it back to your 22 and a half.
Okay.
As your highest peak.
Okay.
That's your highest peak right there.
Alright. Yeah. Let me stay on track. Do I have that ready? 122.8.
Sullivan County Airport.
We'll listen.
Niner 32 Zulu. Wind 300 at 05. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 07 Celsius. Dew point -01 Celsius. Altimeter 3021. Sullivan County Airport. Automated weather observation 1933 Zulu. Wind 300 at 05. Visibility.
Traffic Centurion is left downwind 24, landing 24.
Bloomsburg traffic, Malibu 5 Whiskey Bravo 3 to the east. We'll be entering the upwind for 27 Bloomsburg.
Hardness State traffic, Blue and White King Air, about 25 miles southwest of the field. We're at 9,000 feet, setting up for the air now, runway 5 with a circle 23, Hardness State.
Traffic Sky 23 Lima crosswind 71 Valley.
Alright. 33.
Bloomsburg traffic, Malibu 5 Whiskey Bravo, upwind runway 27, Bloomsburg.
Northumberland County Airport, 695 Papa Sierra, miles.
Pontiac traffic Centurion on base for 24.
Mon Valley traffic, Sky 23 Lima, downwind 7.
Talk to you in a while.
Yeah, it's like in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing here. Oh, this house is here. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Life must be pretty boring here.
Yeah. Boring or nice, I don't know. I guess it depends on what you like. Not a lot going on out here, though.
Oh, that is true. Low crime, no noise.
Or you could be like the guy that has Hilltop, the airport over there. Nice.
Yeah.
Have your own little private
If I become a
airstrip on the top.
millionaire, yeah, definitely would do that. I'm not kidding. If I was a millionaire, I'd definitely do that. And I'll get a helicopter on top of that too, so I can just fly straight to the city and back. Don't need to deal with any bullshit traffic. I wonder if we're ever going to invent electric planes. That like
I didn't know they're working on them, but it's tricky because it turns out, you know, petroleum's pretty good as far as energy density. It's just not good for the environment.
Yeah.
So you can have these batteries, but you still have to, you know, spin them. But it does make, they are pretty efficient. They just don't last as long anymore.
Yeah.
It's still. So this battery technology gets better, we'll figure something out. But I know there was someone who was working on them. I saw a demo of one.
I think I saw one guy, he flew an electric plane all the way from here to Europe, but it was just like a small plane and he had solar panels.
Yeah, those ones, those go like 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, okay,
right? You know,
yeah, we don't want to take 5 days to get to Europe.
Yeah. Yeah, the weather turned out really nice today.
I know.
Nice and smooth, that's good.
I just text somebody to come fly at 4 p.m. who hasn't flown in like forever.
So I have the stage check written thing still. Do you need to grade that before the stage check, or?
No, I'll grade it before your solo.
Okay.
You go for the stage check, but I'll grade it before the solo.
Okay.
You just can't solo without us doing it.
All right, good.
So
I wasn't sure when the
yeah.
right time that was. That's fine.
So the day that you're going to solo, I'm going to come in the morning, an hour before your time, you solo, then I'll go over it with you.
Okay.
And then you continue the rest of your day.
Okay.
Because I still have to do endorsements for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you have to check the flight plan that day and the whole...
Yeah. But I think I also have to endorse you for your 30 days because you didn't...
I don't have a current solo endorsement that expired.
Yeah, so okay, so I also have to endorse a new one of those. I always tell people, just do the minimum required solo. Don't come and get the plane in solo. It's just wasting money because you'll be almost done. So once you're done, you have the freedom to do whatever you want, you know?
Right. Let me see how this is working too. I put in the flight plan just as legs. Yeah, alright.
Oh, wow. And this is the free one?
Yeah. And so those purple lines, those are the runway extended lines. Wow.
So you know which one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that worked. That's not bad.
Yes.
And it's actually nice. So there's this app you can run on your phone as well, and then that app will connect to like X-Plane or a flight simulator, feed the data in like GPS, so then you can like
check it out,
fly around and like pretend and actually use the app in real situations.
Really?
So it works pretty good, yeah.
That's
and you can do the same thing with ForeFlight as well. Like you can hook up ForeFlight to like a flight sim or whatever.
I know we could hook it up to the Redbird, but I didn't know.
I guess there's a common set of like, this is the data you expect in the right format as long as you send it out. So that's, I mean, like I was playing around a little bit. I was like, well, if I'm going to use this in the plane, I don't want to be the plane the first time I actually figure it out.
Yeah.
So it's good to like, all right, this is how all this goes. Now I add that.
Very impressive, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's the UI is definitely not as smooth as ForeFlight, and some things are a little awkward to get to, and there's not a lot of the features aren't there. But I mean, still, a lot of it is. I mean,
listen, it gives you the basic information you need technically.
And I mean, it downloads the weather, so it'll show like that was the next red at the time I downloaded it like a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
But if you have a Stratus or a Stratix or whatever,
it'll update it.
Yeah, that'll
That's stupid Stratus is like $1,000.
They have sorry, I don't know if you know about this. There's a thing called a Stratix with a UX. That's so you get a little Raspberry Pi. Have you heard of those? It's a little tiny, it's a computer about that big.
Yeah.
Like a tiny little, looks about the size of a deck of cards.
Yeah.
You have that. You get like two radios, 2 antennas, a little GPS chip, and someone's got some open source firmware. And you put all this in, put it all together with a battery pack, it works just like a Stratus. ADS-B in, weather coming in from the ground stations,
no fucking way.
GPS.
How much can that go? Like 130?
I think you can probably buy the parts and do it for 150.
Wow.
People will do it all for you and ship a whole chunk for you for like $250.
Wow.
It'll even do the AHRS stuff for if you do like the the synthetic vision flight. It'll even do that stuff for you as well.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's
also impressive. That's like almost a quarter, not even 1/4 of the price.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the Stratus, has been certified and tested, and like there's a little chip that does AHRS. On the Stratix, the free one or the cheap one, the gyroscopes aren't that perfect, and you have to recenter a lot and whatever. There's some downsides to it. But if all you're doing is just getting ADS-B in and weather,
that's nice.
That's fantastic.
I'm gonna look into that actually when I get home.
Yeah, it's Stratus but with an X at the end.
I definitely gotta check that out.
If you go to there's some websites, but it says you buy this, and this, buy these 8 things from Amazon. Put them together this way, get a computer, put the software on the little tiny chip, plug it in, and off you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'll probably do that.
I think I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna get home and do that too.
It's not quite as compact as the Stratus, but pretty good.
Interesting, actually.
And it's nice, especially it's nice because you'll get the updated weather, which is very, very good.
I think the updated weather is like every 4 minutes it pulls the radar, I believe, on that. It's impressive.
It gets all of the METARs around as well from the stations, not just the
Ah, yeah.
So that's
true.
that's nice.
That's nice, actually.
And it's both of the EDSBs. It's both the air-to-air and the ground-to-air.
Oh wow.
They're ground stations.
Impressive.
So yeah, I was.
That's impressive.
It was pretty cool when I saw it. So I was like, I'll probably do that at some point because that's right up my alley.
Yeah. It's something cool to do. It's a nice hobby. You build something of your own.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I think it'll probably come with the box to put all that stuff in there too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So it's basically the people will sell cases that are the right size to fit all the bits in. Yeah, you can do it all. Basically, it's a case about that big, about that tall. It's got the two antennas sticking out the fronts, and then you have like a portable battery pack you plug in on the bottom and just connect it in. Just like, you know, the portable like phone recharger batteries. It's one of those. It's all strapped together, and then you just stick it on your window. And
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Why don't you go and take a look at that?
Right there. 12, 15.
This was your fastest route. Didn't even take us 20 minutes. We're almost there already. 10 miles left.
Yeah. Yeah, this kind of had a tailwind and also coming in. So both of these last two legs have a little bit of a tailwind.
Okay. But this one was also runway 31, almost 33.
3.
Okay. And it's a left one.
Yep.
We're coming from the left, so it'll be a good setup.
Yeah. Right. That's not bad. I keep overcorrecting to the left since I gotta pull. I'm like,
So you're gonna have like rib bicep, left bicep. Your wife's gonna be like, "What's happened? Why isn't the right one the same?" But like, 'cause this one is the one I work on. It's just. I see the airport.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it
that long one? Yeah.
Just a little bit off the nose on the right?
Yeah, that's that long one. It's actually a really perfect setting for you because it's just gonna come and just.
Yeah.
And then.
All right. Let me double check the weather.
Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 07 Celsius. Dew point -01 Celsius. Altimeter 3021. Sullivan County Airport. Automated weather observation 1946 Zulu. Wind 260 at 06. Visibility 10.
260. That's fine.
Sky.
Lima final runway 23. Sullivan. Sullivan traffic, Cessna Skylink 2 miles, final 33, full stop, Sullivan come.
There's people here.
Yeah. I guess it's in the sun, so they realize they can fly. Over here, it's in the clouds.
This place actually has a restaurant in there, but the food is actually pretty crappy.
Yeah.
I think the only place where I've actually had good food was Sky Acres.
Oh yeah, I've heard Sky Acres.
They have like a breakfast joint there.
Okay.
So like whenever you get your license and you want to fly your wife somewhere just to go grab breakfast real quick and come back, that'd be a nice place to go.
Yeah.
Just book the plane for like 3 hours and then go. It's like 45 minutes. Out of the 3, it'll give you the 1.5 minimum required for the 3 hours you need for the block.
What are you up to?
The briefer was sure to tell me that the self-service is out and one of the fuel pumps out, so there's so do not refuel in Sullivan right now.
Really?
Yeah, I know.
I was like, yeah, it's fine. We're gonna go full tanks. So
yeah,
it's good. It's
I hope you're running down hard at the gym.
Were you there this morning?
Nah, I was there yesterday.
Shut up.
Talking about waving away at the gym.
So how far out should I normally announce it?
About 10 miles.
10 miles, alright.
Yeah, still.
We're 7.5, alright.
7 miles.
Sullivan traffic, White Skyhawk 938, Sarah Alpha, 7 miles southwest, inbound for, we're going to do 45, enter the 45 on the left downwind for runway 33, Sullivan. A little too much, but I got it.
Oh, the guys,
Traffic at Fox, 9-1, Bravo Charlie, 2 miles to north inbound for
No traffic, 287 hotels on the RNAV 19 approach, about 8 miles out, low approach.
2 on track. Alright, I guess I can descend.
yeah, a lot of lakes here, huh?
Yeah.
traffic, Cessna Sky.
Somebody told me this airport was actually built because they were going to build casinos here. And it was going to become like the next Atlantic City or New York. But then they just gave it up.
It's a nice big runway.
Yeah, because it's like almost 12,000 or 11,000 foot runway. They were expecting jets to come in. People are going to do casino. We're going to do like a casino area here.
I know, it's Sullivan International. I'm like,
to the northeast, Wilkesburg.
Because if it's Sullivan International, then they would have had immigration here.
Yeah.
So, but they don't have immigration. Unless if you call and set up the immigration.
Fox, 9-1, Bravo Charlie, entering left downwind, 3 at 45.
And Cobalt traffic, Comanche's going to be on a downwind for 2-1, Cobalt.
Sullivan, 6,300?
The runway?
Yeah.
That's pretty long.
Certainly good enough for small jets.
I think that was the intention, but I don't know. Somebody told me that story too, but it's it's one of these guys that he was one of my students, and he literally knows all the history about New Jersey, New York, and all this shit. How this was supposed to be a military base, they took it out, like that kind of guy. And it just clicked. I just remembered this was Sullivan. Or was it Princeton? Trenton he was talking about.
Okay.
Either Trenton or this one of the two. Or both, actually. Because I know there's like a few casinos here, but that was it.
Yeah.
Deeper, better to you. Have a good day. You too, buddy.
Oh no, Trenton was supposed to be the replacement of Teterboro, because Teterboro was overcrowded, but they wanted to build a Trenton, but then they realized the travel to the city is just bad, so.
Alright. Pattern altitude's 2,400 here.
HM Hotel, 3 mile final, runway 19 north, RNAV 19.
Don't see anyone in the pattern.
Yeah, I think they touched down.
And the Comanche's going to turn base for 2-1, Cobalt. Be a full stop.
Sullivan traffic, White Skyhawk, entering 45 for left downwind, runway 33, Sullivan.
Okay, we're looking for you. Where are you at?
Is it talking about us or?
I don't think so. I hope not. I don't see him.
I don't see anybody here.
I don't think he was talking to Sullivan. I couldn't hear the beginning.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's clear. There's there's nobody talking on the radio, so.
Sky for traffic, Grumman Tiger is cleared, departing to the east.
Grumman Tiger, those are nice planes.
Alright.
Cessna's left base 2-1, full belt.
Randall traffic, helicopters 2 miles to the east over Route 17 at 1,000 feet, Randall.
Cessna short final, 2-1, full belt. Yeah, no problem.
Sullivan traffic, White Skyhawk turning left base runway 33 Sullivan. 20.
I just watch your speed there.
Oh, thank you. Wide. Sullivan traffic, White Skyhawk final runway 33 Sullivan.
That's all, pitch more, less.
A little rough.
A little rough. It's just that last flight I'm struggling with.
Yeah. Sullivan traffic, White Skyhawk, clear the runway, Sullivan.
See, I need something like that.
What's that?
Like a fryer. Because I'm like, why am I going to spend $9 for wings? I can make like 50 wings.
Yeah. You could just get you could also, if you just have a big pot, you can, you know, and a thermometer, you could probably
get it in there.
Get some of it. It depends on how many wings you're going to make. You know, for a few people, that's fine.
That's for me alone.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy like a shit ton of beer and wings. It's just gonna be a bad health day for me. But it would totally be worth it.
All right. All right. Redo all the paper again.
The paper.
Direct Caldwell.
Alright. Let's go back.
Alright. Everything. Rich. Trim. Sullivan traffic, White Sky Hawk taking runway 33 Sullivan.
I like this area. I don't know for some reason. I like this because I feel like in spring when all this is green, the beautiful view.
Yeah. I flew here once with Liza, on the.
When it was red.
And no, that was in the summer. It was August or September.
Oh, must have been beautiful.
It was the whole. We did a lot of flying then, so it was great. The whole. I flew basically from May to September with her, so it was pretty good. All right. Green. Airspeed alive.
Surprising they still have a little snow pockets here.
Yeah.
Sullivan traffic, Cessna Skylane, taking runway 33 at Bravo intersection for east departure, Sullivan County.
Yeah, the other guy's taxiing too. It's two people just now.
Yeah, I see him. He's
Sullivan traffic, Cherokee traffic, holding short, runway 33 for Cessna departing.
Oh wow, he's even making it shorter.
Yeah, the one guy's doing an intersection departure.
Both of them are. Yep. The other one is making it even shorter than the other guy. You gotta have balls to do. Actually, to be honest, it's a pretty big runway. Yeah, so.
Cessna.
I mean, it's like what 2,000 a piece on each intersection. Yeah. That's plenty.
Sullivan traffic, Cherokee traffic, line up away, runway 33 Sullivan.
Sullivan traffic, White Sock out, making departure south out of the downwind, Sullivan.
Cherokee traffic, skipper about 4 miles east of the field. We'll just be marking on top at 2.2, heading north, Skyacre.
Did you not take off?
He's gotta rotate now. He got it. Got it.
Wow.
Right at the end. He's playing with fire there, huh?
He did not look like he was moving
I
fast,
thought
right.
he was not gonna make it for a second.
Sullivan traffic, Cherokee traffic, right downwind departure. Sullivan, inbound Wyoming Valley.
They sound like weekend warriors to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
These planes don't cost that much, but these guys live far away from where.
Hey, you guys on the Cessna 182, go to fingers 12347.
Alright.
Right to that, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
I think they're trying to talk to each other on something, so.
Yeah. If you live like in areas like this where you pretty much don't pay nothing to park your plane, it'll be worth it, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah, you could spend whatever, $20,000, $40,000 on an older Cessna.
And then park it here like $50,000, $60,000 an hour, a month or something.
10 miles to the west, please setting up for downwind entry 21.
Yeah, I watched a video and a guy was like, this is how inexpensive it would be to own your own plane. And he's like, well, this is how much it'd cost to pay for like a 150, you know, did like training.
Yeah.
And you know, you can get a tie down for like $20 a month. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, right?
Like, not where I'm at. What the hell?
We started like $260. Hangers like $1,000.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. I looked and he was somewhere in Florida. I'm like, all right. He's in an untowered field on the other side of Florida. I'm like, yeah, okay.
It's cheap for him, not for us.
Yeah. All right.
The girl that works at Airborne says they got muffins in there, so I'm gonna go get me some muffins.
Oh, okay.
Apparently the Falcon 2000 that landed there had like extra food and just gave them to them.
Yes, I saw that when it left.
Yeah.
He did it right after he rotated. He went
Yeah.
Very good. No. But I saw it playing, but it was just something in my eye. Like, holy crap! What the hell is that?
Bonanza 42 Julia Victor.
It's one of those like floaters.
North
All right.
Down landing, Wyoming Valley.
All right. 1355. Oh, thank you. We didn't change that. That's right.
Yeah.
There we go. I was like, 3500 will do.
Oh wait.
I just changed it to 1 a second ago.
Oh, okay. Oh, you want it back to 1?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk on 1 in a minute.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm done talking on 2. That's just gonna be the...
Oh, the weather. Okay. I don't know how much land will cost here.
1493 Echo, we clear
I don't know.
Runway 4. 4 for go, runway 4, 93 Echo.
Colwell Chow, citation 45, Victor Mike is inbound on the RNAV for runway 4.
Oh, the last leg. You think this is bad? If I don't know if you're ever gonna go do commercial. If you are gonna go do it, you will hate your life.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'll probably work on instrument and stop there. I don't think I'm gonna. I don't plan to try to make any money from this, so that's fine. I don't.
Instrument, it's only 1 flight. That's just a long.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything is in the same. It's a local 3-4 approaches. You're back in the airport. That's okay. Commercial, you will hate your life. Plus, you gotta pick an airport that's like 300 miles away. You gotta wait for nighttime. Gotta make sure that the ceilings are not high. You gotta make sure. This is all I do in commercial. Like this. Hey Joseph, what?
So I guess nothing is fine. I mean, at that point, they're already, they're already private with instruments. It's fine. Nothing's gonna happen. It's you just sit there and
exactly.
Watch, right?
90% of them, they just you just load it up on the GPS and just shoot straight line. We put autopilot, nav, straight in. We don't even bother. Whoa.
So how long is the checkout for the 182 take?
Just 5 hours.
Okay.
That's it. It just needs 5 hours because it's a high performance.
Right.
So that's only no different than any other.
Yeah.
It's just the big S172, to be honest with you. You don't get any feel, any differential feel on it. Just maybe a little bit more fast and a little bit more powerful. So
right.
Other than that, it's the same crap. Just But it goes fast, man. I think it goes. I mean, you cruise at like 135, 140 on average, and that's with medium power, like your power setting now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like 65%, I think.
Yeah.
That's a G1000 also, right?
It's G1000 full panel. That's so. But what I do is when I check you out of the G1000. The 182, I automatically just sign you up for the 172.
Right.
Because you already know how to fly the 172, now you just learn the
combining the two,
yeah. Yeah, so that's it. So it's the same system, you know how to fly the 172.
Yeah.
That's it, just check you out of both at the same time. G1000 is a cheat.
Well, I mean, I'm glad I'm learning on these, but it is definitely nice.
It is, and the thing, I don't know why it's overly priced for. I think the G1000 at the school is almost $200 an hour, $195
for the 182, yeah.
No, the 182 is $260.
Oh, really? Okay.
$265 or $245 per hour.
Okay.
Yeah. The only difference with that one is you could take it for a whole day.
Yeah, it's easier to get. They don't want to run out the 172s for long.
Yeah, so you could take that one. Like if you want, you could go to Toronto for like a weekend and come back, no problem. But I think it's overpriced too.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, a lot of money.
So when would you use the pitot heat when you're flying? Probably
anytime you're going to fly when the temperature is close to 0 and there's visible moisture. So visible moisture is anything clouds wise.
Right.
So if the clouds were much lower than let's say 6,000, automatically just switch the pitot heat on.
Okay.
I've actually had one time, my very second or third flight as an instructor here, I forgot about the winter operation, I forgot to switch it on, and as we took off, the airspeed just froze. My student goes, "How are we gonna learn?" I'm like, by looking outside.
Yeah.
How else do we land?
Right. I mean, after a while, I guess you try to figure out the angles.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. But also, when I teach, I don't teach. I always shut all these out. I leave just this one for your altitude, so you could actually kind of get an idea of visualization. Just visualizing things,
right,
makes it so much easier for you to fly. You don't have to think a lot.
Yeah. Then, especially VFR, you're supposed to be looking outside anyway. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But guys that fly by instruments normally have it easy when they get to instrument rating compared to guys that can't fly, have to fly by looking outside. So just some weird crap that you just deal with. Wow, that guy's quite high and he's still outside. It's like 6,000, 7,000 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's quite high.
Yeah, we're at 36.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's not our ski area. Yeah, that is.
Straight ahead, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. This is the practice area right here.
Yeah. Where are we? Come on. They left. I don't want to do anything at this plane, I gotta like bank left.
I know. What I normally do is just hold the left rudder a little.
Oh yeah, that
kind of helps like that. Well, let your hand go off for a second. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Like that. If you had.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. So if it starts turning, just apply more left rudder, just a little bit more, and it'll hold.
Yeah, so we're coming on the practice areas.
Yeah, that's the ski area. Cause I believe that's Sussex right there.
Sussex. Yeah.
Yep, over there. Sussex.
Alright, I don't see it, but I'll trust you.
Right here.
Maybe. Looking down it. Oh, is that like 2 o'clock?
Yeah.
Sort of almost at the or halfway to the horizon or something?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the last brown patch before it's gray? I can't tell for sure.
Let's see. Which the last patch before the gray?
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but I think I see it.
Yeah, it's in that area, I just know it's there. And then your Greenwood Lake will be like somewhere a little.
Right. We were passing just to the west of it. Yeah. If we're we're being heading towards ski area. I think this sectional is about done for. I got a new one and I'll start using it. Like, I did this trip I did this a couple times to Sullivan.
Yeah.
The flight plan that I erased it now. I can't draw on that anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's why it's highlighted on the outside.
Use it as much as you can.
Yeah.
I just tell my guys, just keep using it until once we're down, when you go for your check ride, you just get the new one.
Yeah, I just got the subscription thing that they send them every 6 months or whatever they make them. So that's...
Is it with AOPA you have?
Sporties.
Sporties, yeah.
It's like $9, something like that, 9 or $10 for the...
A month?
No. Like, it's the sectional is like $9 and they ship it every 6 months or... They're valid for 6 months, right?
Yeah. I think it's 54 days to be accurate.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually quite smooth.
Yeah, I was seeing all those reports of turbulence, but it must have been all higher, and it's all been pretty good today. So this has been like right on approach at Mount Pocono. There was a few bumps, but that was just like the trees.
Yeah.
Everything else is fine. Ski areas are very easy to see in the winter.
Yes, they are. And this one is actually also easy to see in the summer.
Yeah, I noticed it a lot when we were flying.
Yeah, this one is not that hot. The other ones will probably be hot, but this one, it has like some gray and then it's all green around it, and then there's like a water park around it somewhere.
Yeah.
You see blue with like a lot of cars.
Yeah, I saw it on several flights with Liz. We'd come out here and fly around.
That's how I always tell my students, I'm like, if you want to go back to Caldwell, if you're close to this, you're too far right. And if you see Warwick over there, and if you're
lake over
close to that one, you're too far right. You should be exactly in the middle of the two. Okay. And then they get lost. You're like, dude, my bad, man. So they always say, I thought I knew where I was going. Like, well, it's training. You came back alive.
Right. It's fine. It's just more hours on the hops.
Yeah.
No big deal.
You're just gonna have to pay a couple more hundreds, but you learn from it.
runway 4. Traffic advisories. Use caution, final approach course, transits more
There's actually people here right now.
Wow. Pilot control lights out of
plenty of
service.
people.
Taxiway Papa Edge lights out of service.
Yeah, Sunday.
All runways, taxiways, and aprons 100% wet. As this weather for this area available on high west flight service frequencies, advise on initial contact you have ADIS information X-ray.
X-ray.
Caldwell Tower ADIS information X-ray, 19530 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, ceiling 10,000 overcast, temperature 9er, dew point 7, altimeter 3022. RNAV GPS runway 4 approaching use, landing runway 4, departing runway 4, traffic advisories. Use caution, final approach course, transits more sounds class Delta. Notice to airmen, pilot control lights out of service, taxiway Papa Edge lights out of service.
Alright, and you should be able to see Greenwood Lake there. So, where's that?
Just over the hill?
Yeah, just over that. It's the one popping up there.
With the little, you can see through the edge.
Yeah, so if you want, you could just kind of bank it like in between it. So you can get to Wanakee. And then just go get descent.
Alright, yeah, I see where we are. Make sure I remember to turn on the volume there.
Oh yeah?
So I'm not yelling at somebody.
Hey, I did that one time too, me too. I was like, what the fuck? I kept radio, I didn't know. I was like cutting somebody talking, I was like, oh, I'm such a rookie move. What the fuck is wrong with me?
I had to change the squawk.
Yeah.
The radio, I don't know. How do the light signals work?
Just sometimes I don't notice you going in.
What?
Something about the bushes. I didn't catch the beginning of it. Alright. So that's Wanakee straight ahead?
Yep.
And we'll turn right, we should Lincoln Park, then the airport.
It's Wanakee, Lincoln Park, the water tank.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna get a left downwind runway 4 anyways.
Yeah. Alright. Slowly descend. And it is your certificate on the line if I go through the Bravo, so
big time. I will kill you before they kill me. They'll be like, why is there so much blood in this plane? Because I'm about to get you're about to put blood on your hands too. It's hilarious. I think I've never busted the Bravo, but I've heard of people's licenses getting suspended just for even getting in it like 50 feet.
I've only heard just you get a phone call and they ask what happened, but I don't. My guess is if you just clip the edge, they say, hey, please contact us. What happened?
Yeah.
We'll
So
yell you a little bit. I'm sure if you just no radio straight through the middle, they might be upset.
Oh, that would destroy you. That would destroy you. I think they started this through after that Los Angeles. There was like Cherokee or whatever. Do you watch Air Crash Investigations?
I don't. I've seen a few episodes, but I don't watch it.
There was one in Los Angeles where it hit like a 727 or 737 and killed everybody.
Oh yeah. That was in San Diego. I think.
San Diego, I think. Yeah. I just know it's California, so.
Yeah.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
And the guy had like his wife and kids in the small plane.
Yep.
Cessna 53 Romeo, runway 4, clear touch and go.
Clear to touch and go, runway 4, 5253 Romeo.
We'll use this one. Yep, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
They're just gonna have to deal with it.
around LA, there's actually a route, VFR transition that goes right. You don't have to talk to anybody. But if you have to squawk like I don't know, like 1201, but you can VFR straight over LAX. Just
really?
Right. It's like a corridor, and you can right over the middle, right over the runways. And there's there's certain elevations or whatever, but.
Really?
Yeah. And there's other ones on the other sides as well that are higher elevations that you need to actually talk to, but that one you don't even have to talk to. You don't even have to talk to Tower. You just
Charlie Papa, 10 miles west.
Really?
2000 inbound.
I mean, it works because LA's got those 4 parallel runways, so if you go right across the middle north-south, you're not going to be in anyone's way.
Inbound for landing with X-ray.
Sirius 9 Charlie Papa, what is your altitude?
I'm at 2,000 feet, Sirius 9 Charlie Papa.
You just came out of Morristown?
Negative. I'm not in Morristown airspace. I'm approaching the boot from the west.
I didn't ask if you came out. I asked if you came out of Morristown.
Oh, negative. I took off from Caldwell an hour ago.
Ident for me, please.
Seems very upset about something.
11-9 Charlie Papa. I have 2 aircraft approaching Boonton Reservoir. One 2,600, the other 2,700 feet. Morristown was working them. They're right on the edge of my airspace. Use caution, and they both appear to be going directly towards you. My altimeter 3022, wind 1903. Enter a left base for runway 4, report to Square Lake.
Enter left base 4, report Square Lake, looking for the traffic. 9 Charlie Papa.
Alright, you can call him. 10 miles.
10 miles? Alright.
Up.
That second aircraft I told you about was so far in my airspace, I absolutely figured it was going to be you.
Understood. I'm still trying to pick them up. 9 Charlie Papa.
The first one's past your right wing, 2,600 feet. The other one is just barely on the east side of the Boonton Reservoir, 2,700 now.
Okay, the first aircraft I have in sight, no factor. Looking for the second one now.
Caldwell Tower, Skyhawk 9038, Sierra Alpha, 10 miles north inbound to land with X-ray.
November 9038, Sierra Alpha, Caldwell Tower. Report 5 miles out, expect a left downwind entry to runway 4. I have 1 aircraft making left traffic. Ident for me, please.
We'll report 5 miles out and we'll ident.
There you go.
Got it?
Yep, that's okay.
I'm not sure if I pressed it.
Sirius 9 Charlie Papa, the second aircraft passing off your right side, just overhead, maybe 2,600.
Roger, 9 Charlie Papa.
They're no longer a factor. I have 1 Cessna making left traffic on the upward approaching their crosswind turn.
All right, I'll look for the Cessna in the pattern, and we'll advise Square Lake, 9 Charlie Papa.
Alright, you just go to the left.
5 through Romeo, number 2, you'll be following a Cessna just past the Boonton Reservoir inbound.
Everyone's coming back.
5 through Romeo, roger.
Exactly. So people actually decided to go flying.
Yeah. I mean, it turned out to be a really nice day.
Yeah.
Sirius 9 Charlie Papa,
so that's
runway
the
4, Little Land, report turning
that's
final.
the Lincoln Park.
4 Little Land, report turning final, 9 Charlie Papa.
I always try to remember the names of all these stuff.
Yeah, so you have the airport, which is your 5 miles, and then the water tank, which is like your 2-3 miles something.
Really wants to go to the right.
Yeah. I think there's a student that must have put that thing straight. You know that on the tip, there's something that curves this way?
Yeah.
It's for the right turning tendency, to minimize it. So somebody must have put it straight, and we've all been trying to like get it the right way, and none of us have.
Or wouldn't it?
5 to Romeo, the Sirius is about a mile
Wouldn't
west of
it be the rudder, not the banking? Would it be more for a yaw?
No, because what happens is, so that thing, when you put it straight, the plane wants to go left, right? That's why they put it there to counter the left so that it stays balanced. So somebody put it straight, now we've all been overbanking it right. So now it's too far right, that it makes the plane want to go right.
November 2156 Charlie, Caldwell Tower, runway 28, clear for takeoff, same direction flight.
Good to go 28, and we'll be straight out. We'll be heading out westbound.
Use caution for traffic on the downwind runway 4.
I got him in sight. Thanks, Special Charlie.
And I have more.
Okay.
Caldwell Tower, 903 Sierra Alpha, 5 miles north.
Cessna 8 Sierra Alpha, thank you. Report to beam the tower. You're number 3, follow Cessna. Just past the tower on the downwind. I'll give you another report when you join the field.
Alright, we're joining left base 114 and looking for the traffic, 938 Sierra Alpha. Report at the tower, he said.
Yeah.
And Caldwell Tower, morning, 63 Tango Juliet at 4, Papa, ready for IFR departure.
Mooney 63 Tango Juliet Tower, squawk 7144, hold for release.
7144 and holding 63 Tango Juliet. Tower 9 Charlie Papa, turning final runway 4.
9 Charlie Papa, thank you.
9 Charlie Papa.
I see somebody over there. That light.
That's
Tower, Germany, are we following a Cirrus or low wing?
That would be for both, yes. You are following that low wing, that is a Cirrus. I apologize, I stepped on you. Number 5 Romeo, you are following that low wing, which is a Cirrus.
12.
5 Romeo, right?
That guy just took out of Morristown, so.
Alright. I'll turn on all my lights so everyone can see. He's somebody fast.
Yeah, he's a jet, so.
See the other people in the pattern there anyway.
Cirrus 9 Charlie Papa, ground port enter.
That's one, so
Okay,
there should be one more.
Cirrus 8 Sierra Alpha, now number 2. This traffic you're following is on a quarter-mile final.
Alright, we got traffic in sight, 938 Sierra Alpha, number 2 to land.
8 Sierra Alpha, runway 4, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 4, 938 Sierra Alpha. Yeah, I see him. Not at 1200, but that's alright.
All of a sudden, this flight, I don't know, I think flying makes me hungry.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking, I had breakfast and like nothing for lunch, so I'm
Yeah, I didn't eat lunch either.
Yeah. And it's probably what, almost 4?
Yeah.
3:30. Well, it's busy now. There's 2 people lined up and another guy taxiing.
Yeah, it's kinda, oh wow.
Everyone thought, hey, let's go flying.
Not bad.
Alright. Flaps.
And all 3 of them are low wings.
Yeah. Alright.
Caldwell Tower, November 706 Tango Delta, holding short of 04 at Golf, looking to close pattern.
November 63 Tango Juliet, it'll just be a standby.
Holding short of
Fly runway heading radar vectors elevate.
Say again for 3 Tango Juliet.
3 Tango Juliet, amend your instructions to read fly runway heading radar vectors elevate.
Okay, runway heading, radar vector Hellboy, 60 Tango Juliet.
63 Tango Juliet, wind calm, altimeter 3023, runway 4, clear for takeoff.
Alright, square now.
Clear for takeoff, runway 4, 60 Tango Juliet.
2156 Charlie, clear to the west.
056 Charlie, have a good day.
Slow it down. This guy's gonna be taking off.
Yeah.
Caldwell Tower, Sierra 31 Romeo is ready in sequence.
What was your call sign again?
Beach Sierra 6631 Romeo is ready in sequence on 4.
Beach Sierra 31 Romeo, roger, standby.
Roger, standing by.
A little close. Alright, I'll go full flap. Nice little approach. I always forget how banked down you get with this in full flaps.
It takes you down.
Yeah. Alright. Wow, fast.
exactly what you did. That's what you're supposed to do. Just a little bit more pitch.
A little more pitch at the end. Yeah.
That's it. Just a little bit.
Says 8 Sierra Alpha, right on Bravo, ground point 9.
Right on Bravo, ground point 9, 8 Sierra Alpha.
November 3 Tango Juliet again, fly runway heading, radar vectors for Elvay, contact departure, and have a good day.
Runway heading, radar vector, Elvay, have a good day, to departure, 16 altitude.
B Sierra 31 Romeo, runway 4, cliff takeoff, situational flight.
3-1 Romeo, we're going to be left close traffic, and you do know we have a Cirrus in front of us.
No, I don't. Cancel your takeoff. November 3-1 Romeo, hold in sequence.
Colwell Tower, November 06 Tango, Delta holding.
Sorry. Colwell ground, November 938 Star Alpha, Alpha runway forward Bravo, taxi airfleet.
Cessna 938 Sierra Alpha, Colwell ground, taxi airfleet via Papa November Alpha.
Papa November Alpha to airfleet 938 Sierra Alpha.
There's something going on with these guys, man. Yeah. That twin Comanche guy has been arguing with this guy since he came. He argued over there. I think they hate each other. They probably know each other.
Yeah.
Chances are they know each other.
Yeah. I wanna do a tour of the tower someday.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I just sometimes.
It has to be a weekday though because they're not on the weekends.
Too busy.
The manager's not there or something.
Yeah, I'll set it up sometime on one of the weekdays when I'm out here training. I'll see if I can stop in after.
Papa November Alpha. Ah, there it is.
He's ready to take off on 28. Wow.
People
full operations going today, don't they? It was quiet when we left, and now it's like.
Everybody's not looking to fly, so. Because it cleared up, so like at that time, 1 p.m., it was still showing precip around the area, so.
We're on this row, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the middle point between 55 Romeo.
Never did this quite right. All right.
The arrow's back.
Alright.
And they put 3 new in 3-bladed prop. What?
Oh, they put something else? Updated?
Yeah, it was a 2-bladed prop. Now they put a 3-bladed prop.
Nice. Alright. Taxi off.
Yeah. Good. Oh my goodness. Oh, I worked out my legs on Friday, and the worst pain I have ever endured in my entire life.
Yeah, it's amazing how much you use your legs. You don't realize, you're like, oh, everything hurts.
Oh my God, so painful. straight. Yep. A little right. Straight. A little right. Straight. Not left. Left, left, left. Woo! Oh, it's cold. Actually, today's beautiful.